I know all of y'all know me. I'm so glad that y'all came so y'all can really get to know me for me and not, from what you heard or think. Okay, I'm Brittany Fraction. I'm from Rouge, Louisiana. I was born 1989, July 4th. That's very important because it's coming up. Well, growing up, it wasn't a piece of cake at all. Like, people think that because I smile all the time that I don't go through anything, but in reality, in reality, like my family, I barely talk to them. My mom, dad, or my dad's side, which is crazy because I love people, love each and every last one of y'all here, love my family. At the age of 9, I was like, I'm gonna be the one to bring the family together. They never understand why I was saying it. Like, still to this day, I'm like, okay, God, every time I go to church, it's like somebody, whether it's pastor or another minister from another church or a prophet or whoever, oh yeah, you're gonna be the one to break the generational curses out of your family. And I still remember when I was 9 years old, I said that, I declared that I was gonna be the one to bring the family together. But growing up in a church, y'all, just to be honest, I'm 26. I grew up in a church as a little kid, singing and everything. Just to be honest, I did not know who Jesus, what's the difference between Jesus, the Lord, and God. They didn't ever teach me that, like literally. Like, I really just found out in 2009, and that's a lot to say. As growing up, of course, I was raped and abused by my own family. At the age of 4, I was raped by my cousin. He was about 17 years old, the same age as one of my older brothers. I have 2 older brothers. They left me at home one day at the age of 4. They went out to do whatever they did. I don't even know. But they left me at the house, and I remember my cousin telling me, oh yeah, you so beautiful to me, touching me all on my face and kissing me at the age of 4, y'all. At the age of 4, telling me that, oh yeah, you're gonna be really fine when you grow up. Like, I remember this like it was yesterday, like it was nothing. So he began to touch me. I'm just sitting there like, I don't know what's going on, but okay. He said I was pretty, so I guess it's okay. And the age of 4, like, I found out, like, really, he came out at the age of, he was 20 something. I was 17 or 30, however old he was at the time. He sat me and my mom down at the age of 17. I remember I was about to graduate high school, and he was like, oh yeah, I used to be really in love with you. I the one got you started with all this stuff that you do now. You wonder why you're so promiscuous. Damn, this is the age of 17. I'm like, what? I never understood why I was like that. And for him to tell me that at the age of 17, I'm like, wow, I'm gonna be like this forever, because he really fed me that, like, really, at the age of 4, told me at 17. And throughout the years, like in between that, I was raped again at the age of 12. But I was in school. I went to a school. It was ages 6th grade all the way to 12th grade, because it was a small area in Rouge. So I was walking down the hall one day, just randomly minding my own business or whatever. I was fine, y'all, back in the day, because I ran track and dance and stuff like that. So when I was walking down the hall or whatever, it was a 17-year-old guy, which was the star football player of the school that I was at. Like, he was really good, no lie, on his way to the NFL. So I'm walking down the hall. He was just looking at me like, just looking, talking, telling me, oh, you fine, girl. Didn't pay no mind, because I was a tomboy. I didn't care about anything like that at the age of 12. So after school, crazy, I was in JROTC at the age of 12 years old. That is so illegal. I was in JROTC with the Army, and I was late. Getting on the bus. I promise y'all, I tried to sprint to the bus. Sprint to the bus. Somebody grabbed me and took me in the locker. So I'm guessing he may have been watching me or something like that. Crazy thing happened in the locker room at the school. He raped me. It was another guy in there as well at the age of 12. Like, I was like just screaming and everything, but nobody could hear me. I'm just there like, okay, what is going on? Like, it was so, I won't go into too many details, but it was horrible. Like, really horrible. So after they got done doing whatever they did, things like that, I walked slowly outside, no buses. You know, nothing was there because it was that long. Like school was over at about 2:30. About 2:30. It was probably about 3:30 or 4 o'clock by the time they got done with me. And that was a long time, like really dramatic. So I went home. My mom was like, what you do? I was like just sitting there like afraid or whatever, like, and she just came in there. She was like, oh yeah, your cousin told me what you did. I'm like, what are you talking about? Did he rape you? I'm like, what is going on? Because it was just literally us two. I mean, me, him, and another guy in the locker room. So fast forward, went to the police station. I'm just sitting there. The guy and his mom was there. The guy was somewhere else. His mom was just standing there, just staring at me. Like, this lady was about to swing on me at the age of 12. And she was like, you messed up my son's life. You messed up his life because you want to go out here and do things like that to him. And I'm just looking at her like, because I'm still in shock. I'm 12 years old, y'all, just still in shock or whatever. But anyway, make a long story short, from the age of 12 all the way to the age 26, I have a label on me that I am, because I did that. You know, that happened to me. And I'm like, I didn't even, I didn't like have anything to do with that. They literally attacked me. So from the age of 12 all the way to age 26, 500 years later, that name still carries with me. I mean, hey, it is what it is. I'm over it now, thank God. But in college, 2008, I got a boyfriend 2 seconds after I enrolled in school, and we was together for 3 years. That name still carried with me today, like right now, today, because of somebody took advantage of me, okay? And that really hurt me because I'm labeled by something that's not even me, and I'm like, I'm not even like that. Why am I even, why am I even labeled by that? I know that I'm not like that. God knows that I'm not like that. Like, why am I, like this? Why am I even having this, get to me right now? So at the age of 21, me and the guy broke up. We was together forever. Thought we was gonna get married, but no, it didn't happen, of course. After that, I was like, man, my life is over. Don't nobody want me because of I'm a hoe. All that stuff still stuck to me. He even brought it up to me. I'm like, how did he know about this? It was just 3 people in there. How my cousin knew? Just only 3 of us was in there. So at the age of 21, I started drinking. I started smoking. I started doing whatever it is. I thought my life was over because the guy wasn't in my life no more. So I started doing all of this, started doing all of that. I was like, you know what? Let me go see what this whole life is about. So I did some things with a couple people. I was real wild because I had no direction in my life. Like, my family wasn't there for me. They didn't come to my graduation. They labeled me as the thing that other people was calling me as well because of something somebody else did to me. And that really hurts me to this day. Like, my mom is the oldest of 17 siblings. And today, well, not today, but this year, I started seeing that, okay, well, last year I signed with Herbalife or whatever, and I'm like, okay, maybe this is the thing that they're telling me I'm gonna do to break the generational curses and things like that. I was like, okay, maybe this is it. I'm gonna sign up, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. So, oh God, my coach, he asked me, he was like, what is your why? Why are you in here? I was like, just to break generational curses. And I was like, what are they? They keep telling me that I'm gonna do this, and I just said that I was gonna do this. What are they? So I thought about it. My mom, the oldest of 17 kids, 17, she's the oldest of all of them. And she's the only one that works, like literally the only ones that works. My mama right now, like today, 2016, my mama makes $7.25 an hour. And I'm just gonna say it, like my family is lazy, and throughout the years, like people wonder, like, dang, Brittany can get like 35 jobs in one day. She just, you know, stuff like that. People always joke about it because it is true. Because I never, you know, nobody never gave me anything. Nobody was never there for me. Everything that I learned on my own. Never knew how to be a woman because my mama was never there. Never knew anything about boys because my mama wasn't there. Never knew anything about God because my mama wasn't there. And to this day, like right now, me and my mom barely talk right now. So I feel like, well, I know that I will be the one to just break out of that laziness, y'all. I found myself in that. I'll quit a job like, dang, I don't feel like working, man, forget this. I'm finna quit today. So I find myself at home like, what are you doing? You can't make it. You can't be great laying right here. So I get up and go get another job. Find myself falling into that trap again. Like all over again. It's just a beginning cycle. It's just a begin. I mean, not a beginning cycle, but yeah, that. Man, y'all, like y'all just don't know. But anyway, like, it's horrible. It's so horrible. But yeah, like my mom, y'all, she's a settler. She's been with my stepdad all these years. They don't sleep in the same room. They don't do this, they don't do that. I watched these things growing up and I still see it today. And I'm like, God, what am I supposed to do? Like, so anyway, make a long story short, I always struggled with my purpose. I always struggled with my purpose. I always knew as a little kid I wanted to help people. I didn't know how I was going to help people. I just knew I wanted to teach or do something. I just knew I wanted to do something. But it's like I always fall into the trap. Always fall into the trap of my family and they curses that they created. And me, still to this day, I am still labeled by those things. And I'm like, this is actually, I'm adding this in there. This was last weekend. I was coming from Dallas. And I was like, Lord, you know what? If you don't come get me today, I'm doing it myself. I'm like, what's the purpose? Like, what is the purpose? Like, I'm this. I started telling myself that I was never gonna achieve anything. I was never gonna be great. I was never gonna be who you call me to be because I'm still struggling with me. And I hear people say it all the time, like, Lord, save me from me. Like, yo, like I literally, like, this was crazy. My sister here, I called her and I was like, Lord, no, it was Ty I called. I just got off the phone with her. It was Ty I called. I was like, Ty, just pray for me because I'm about to run into this side of this thing right here. What's the point? What's the point of me living? Don't nobody like me because they say that they like me, but they really don't because I am this person or whatever. Like I literally was about to take my own life because I thought that I was that person that everybody say that I am. And God was like, no. You cried out to me, so I'm gonna save you. Just do what I tell you to do, and bam, here it is. And I prayed, y'all. Now I know my purpose on this earth. Like it took a while, it took a long time. 26 years old. It took a long time for me to even see my purpose. But the only thing that I was missing was reaching out to Him instead of. I'm sitting up there worrying about what everybody else thinking about me instead of thinking about like what God thinks of me. You know, and that was a struggle, like for me not even knowing who He was. Like I'm like, God, Jesus, and the Lord, like who are these people that y'all keep talking about? Like who are these, like literally I'm like, who are these people that you keep on talking about? And I'm like, oh my God, like it's really crazy. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. And my thing that I walk around saying now, and the reason why I go so hard with the Herbalife and training people and things like that, is because I refuse to be a nothing. That's my thing. That's my hashtag for everything. Every time you see me post something, that's what I'm gonna put on there. I refuse to be a nothing. So I think that's it. nope, one more thing. All right, I was gonna have a mirror up here that said a few things, but my mirror, like the marker stopped working, so I guess I'll just declare it right here on the camera. All right, this is a thing, another thing that I do is called I am. Like every picture that I post and everything is I am, yeah, who I really am. All right, I am a child of God. I am a queen. I am free. I am wealthy. And I am a conqueror. And I am a generational curse breaker.